Morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So what we're doing today is we're playing about with some envelopes. These are envelopes that I've had from my card making days. I coffee dyed them just with a spray. I've done it already, but these two I've actually decorated. So this is Napkin. These are stamps and bits of ephemera, and I put them through the embossing folder. So I did that one. I put some lace on it, and that'll make a nice little envelope for a journal. This one was a long envelope. I put some gesso over because it had the address on, coffee dyed it, put it through an embossing folder that had holly on. I don't know whether you can see it. I actually sprayed it with some mica mist gold because I quite like the gold at Christmas, and it matches the vintage Christmas kit that I'm using it with. I then put 2 thumb notches in there and decorated it with a napkin. It's not Christmas, but I like the colours of it. Put some lace on and some hessian and a little bit of paper. So this is what we're going to do today. Now I've got these already. So these envelopes have been coffee dyed. They have been gessoed a bit, and I have put them through the embossing folder. And when you put them through an embossing machine, just make sure that it's not too tight a fit, that it is quite relaxed, just so that you get the embossing. But if you do it too tight, your envelope will split, you know, around these. And what I did was I got some napkin with a cardinal on and some berries. I might take that off a bit and put that on there and put the berries on there. This one is, oh, that's to go on that one. This one's a poinsettia, and again, this was like a kind of a duck egg blue, and as you can see, when you put it through the embossing folder, it does split if you put it through too tight. Plus this one was wet when I put it through, so make sure your envelopes are dry. Don't do what I did. I'm just going to see if I can get something in there just to, that's it. That's it. So that one's got a little hole there, but you know, we'll get something on that and that will sort that. It's got a bit of gesso and coffee dye, and I decided I was going to put the poinsettia. I think what I'll do is I'll put the poinsettia on that way, and we're going to do a bit of stamping as well, and that's one of the leaves. And this one, this is a pearlized envelope. I think you can see it. Again, I gessoed it, coffee dyed it, and put it through an embossing folder that was holly. And this is just some napkin that I've just taken off. It has a robin in the middle, but I didn't want a robin. I will use the robin, and this will go around here. So this has got berries, mistletoe and holly, and it kind of matches. I'm not sure if I'll use that on there or not. So we'll put that over here. Now here I've just got a little bit of Mod Podge, and I'm just going to pour some water in it, and it's probably 1 part 1 part Mod Podge, 2 parts water. I don't do any measuring. I just, if I like the look of it, that's it. If it's too watery, I'll put some more Mod Podge in it, but I think that's all right actually. Mixed a bit too much up for what I'm using it for, but I can decant this into another container and use it. And then I just mix it up. You can see it's watery. It's not a creamy substance at all, but there's just enough glue in the Mod Podge just to stick it. Now I have got a clear silicone messy mat down that will protect my my workspace. So what I'm going to do is decide where I want this one. We'll do this one first. Or do I want to put some, right, no, I'm going to put some gold on first. So we'll just put that over there. And just shaking this, you're supposed to shake them just gently and not up and down. However, I shake mine up and down. And you can see the spray is not working too great, so all I'm doing is I'm just letting that run a bit, and I'm just rubbing my fingers over. It's quite heavy in the mica, so it will dry with like gold bits. And what we'll do is we'll do all the envelopes. So I'll just put that over there, and take this off here. That's probably better, like what I normally do. And then rub my fingers through it. And a bit on that side, and a bit on that side. That's better. Now we've got a speckled. I think I need to clean my nozzle on my mica sprays. And you can use any mica sprays, you can use any colour. It's just that sort of like the main colour in my vintage Christmas is gold, so I wanted to use gold in it, and that looks better already. Oops, I keep forgetting it's silicone underneath, and it's like and what I'll do is I'll dry these off. I will speed the video up and quieten it down because it is a bit noisy. I'm just getting a wet wipe just to wipe this, otherwise I'll be picking gold up for the rest of the day. And we'll just dry these off. Okay, so that's that done. I'm just waffing my bits of napkin about. And napkins, you can use any type of napkins. They either come 3-ply, 2-ply, sometimes 1-ply. But separate them so that you've just got one layer. So I think we'll do this one first. And I think we were going to put that one there. That one there. And that one there, which is quite nice. I also have a stamp. It's a scripty stamp and it's got some fancy bits in, so I am going to use that first. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to use the Mod Podge. I'm going to put this on first. Whoops, that's just a little bit too much. Just move that around there. You might get a little bit of the gold, whoops, mixing in. And then I'll just go over the top very gently. I've got hair there. I'll get it off later. And as I say, there's just enough glue in the Mod Podge, just enough to adhese the napkin. You can use tissue paper, you can use anything. And as you can see, some of the gold is washing a bit onto the, which is fine. It just gives it a better texture, and this hair's annoying me. Got it. And then just need to remember not to leave my brush in the mixture, otherwise it'll just be that way, I think. And if anything's hanging over the edge, that's fine. You can either twist it round and put it round on the other side, or you can wait till it dries and cut it off. It's entirely up to you. I'm just giving you ideas here, and this is what I like to do. And I've not done it for a while, and I just fancied doing some. And there we are. So we'll leave that up there to dry. Oh, I'm running out of space for things to dry. Now, this one, I'm just going to, and I'm just hand ripping it round. This was a nice napkin I got from, I think it's Lisa's Place and Bling, when I did the Christmas in July. Everybody that did it got a nice little parcel from Lisa. She does have an Etsy shop, and she does some nice lace. We've got some beautiful lace, but I never used this in my Christmas journal, so I'm using it now. But it's got like stamps and script behind it, so I quite like it, and it just goes nice. And when I'm just back from the States. When I was away in the States, the last part of the holiday we stayed in Charlotte in North Carolina with my sister-in-law, and she has a couple of little cardinals that come and visit her garden. It's the first time I've seen one in the wild and they're quite bright. It was lovely. I saw quite a few things. There was a little tree frog in the bathroom staring at me when I was in the bathroom. I thought it was an ornament at first until I saw that it was breathing. Luckily I'm not frightened of things like that. I brought quite a lot of, I did go craft shopping. I went to Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, sorry. We were in Virginia first, staying with my husband's brother and his wife. So that's where I went thrift shopping, because my sister-in-law's loves going around the thrift shops. But when we got to North Carolina, it was more Hobby Lobby. My husband's sister had never been to Hobby Lobby. She actually spent more than me. I had to be careful because it's bringing it back. It's the weight. And because we had my husband's 50th reunion, obviously we had sort of like dresses and suits and things like that for all, because it was like a full weekend of activities. So next time I go, I'll just have my shorts and t-shirts and that's it, and there'll be plenty of room for craft stuff. So that's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this up first, and then I'm going to dry it. So again, I'll speed this part up. And that's that. I've got a little bit there left over, but we'll deal with that later. I had to go back into this one because it was re-sticking, but we managed to sort it, and I'm quite pleased with that because that's now, and it's not that wrinkled, and you can see some of the embossing underneath it, and you can see I used my emery board for doing that. And again, and you can see where, you know, the water's kind of splashed on from the gold, and it's given that watermark, which is I quite like. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stamp it, and I'm just deciding, I think I might use espresso truffle. I did get a new one. I got rich cocoa. I got the Brilliance Galaxy Gold because I like that. I'd used my one up, but I'm going to go for a dark one, and I'm just putting it on randomly. I'm not stamping in any order. And if it goes on a bit of the napkin, that's fine. Okay, so that's that. I quite like the look of that, and we'll put a bit on the back. I think we've used all the ink on that one. Pull that down. Yep. And this one, I think we'll just do this bit. I'm having to watch my left arm at the moment. I've got a rotary cuff injury, and it's playing up, so I've got an appointment with the doctors this afternoon to go and see, but I know for a fact they're going to end up giving me one of these steroid injections. I don't mind injections, but when they've got needles about that long and they're wobbly to get into your joints, I'm just not over keen. And we'll fold that down a bit. Oh. So I'm trying not to use my left arm too much. Okay, that's that. I'm going to put a little bit of stamping on this one because I did use a lighter colour. I think I used the rich cocoa, and I probably did it when the envelope was still a bit damp, you know, when the napkin was still a little bit damp, so it didn't take that well. Oh, I don't need to do that because that's going to be an over the page pocket. What a silly girl. And I think I might put a little bit more on this one. On the back. You can see where I've done it. You can see the rich cocoa is more of a brown, where the espresso truffle is got, it's a little bit darker. So I'll put that there and I'll clean that up in a bit. So we'll leave them to one side, and what I want to do is I want to put some lace on these. Now I want to fold these the way they're supposed to be folded. So that's that. Now that's a nice little envelope, and that'll go in a pocket, you know, with a journal card in. This one will go in a pocket, or I might take that off and create a pocket with it. I don't know, or do it over the page. I sometimes like to put my envelopes over the page, and that was one of the reasons I did that, because what I usually do is I make a tuck spot with that, and then this opens and I can put things in there. Or sometimes I just cover that and put a slit in there, but I won't. I'll just put something in there. So we're looking for some lace. I got some nice laces while I was away in the States. I think that's a bit too grey. And this one I picked up at a thrift shop, and I was quite pleased with that, but it just won't go with what I'm doing. I think that'll do more of a summer journal. But I'm looking at this one. I think that maybe is a bit too... Yep, we'll have a look at this one. This one might be nice on here. I got quite a bit of this. I think what I might do is I might put those two on there. I bought Fabri-Tac while I was over there as well, because Fabri-Tac over here is so expensive. And I got a great big bottle for $9.99, which is probably about £8 here. And you certainly won't get a big bottle for £8, not even on Amazon. And I think I want that coming off there. Yep. So I'll use my little bottle of Fabri-Tac. And I went in the dollar store and I got a tiny little bottle of Mod Podge. Let me see if I can get hold of it. And it was $1.25, and I thought it's ideal for me going out to Spain crafting, for putting Mod Podge in, for me doing napkins, because I can get some nice napkins out in Cyprus. But that's ideal for me to mix, and I can you know, if there's any sort of the actual Mod Podge left, not the mix, what I'll do is I'll leave it out there, just pack it well, because I leave craft stuff out in Cyprus. It's all sealed in a big box. Crikey, we haven't had Christmas yet, and this is me talking about Cyprus already. So we'll leave that one there. I quite like that one. Now the other lace I got was this. And what I did was I cut this in half, and I think that's what I'm going to do again. I was hoping to use that one. That one I love. I bought the whole reel actually. In 2 goes. I didn't buy it all at once. They only had half a reel left. And I bought that, and I went back to Hobby Lobby and they had more in, so couldn't believe that all the Christmas and the fall stuff was like 40% off. I thought, crikey, we're nowhere near Christmas yet. You know, it's not been Halloween, but they were selling it all off. So I was able to bring pumpkin ornaments galore back. With my husband being American, so what we do is we do celebrate, well, my husband celebrates Thanksgiving, so we have a nice big dinner, and I like to decorate the table in fall, so and there we are, we'll have that one. And this one, I don't know what to do. I think I'll just have that along the bottom. I won't have it dangling down, I'll just have it along the bottom. I hope I'm not off. And, well, just have a little bit off. And, no, I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, so we've got these. So these are the ones that we've done this morning. And I'm quite pleased with them. So I've got some nice envelopes for my Christmas journal. And what I'm looking for is, I've been cutting out here it is. I've been cutting out my the ephemera, but this is the ephemera from the free one, and it's got all these nice little labels, so I'm going to have this one. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas on one of them. And we will ink round. Can't believe that I've been away for a month and there's still ink on my, I thought it would have dried up by now, but no, it hasn't. beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I think that's quite nice. Put that there. Yep. And have yourself a merry little Christmas. The stars are shining bright. Jack Frost, deck the halls with boughs of holly. So I'll put that on that one because that's I'll have a little bit of this just to make it a little bit darker. That's better. Would help if I put it up the right way, and I think we'll have that there. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Right, I'll have I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas on the one with the poinsettia. And in the UK, poinsettias are house plants. They don't grow outside, but when we go to Cyprus in January, you know, they still have the Christmas decorations up. Last year we went New Year's Eve, and they still had, and they have like little pots outside the shops with poinsettias in, and it's so nice to see them growing outside. In this country you have to I think it's about October, you put them in a dark cupboard and just let them have so much light a day, and that makes the leaves turn red. I've been not successful in that. I've had a beautiful red top plant. I've had a few red leaves. The little flower on the front. On this one I'm going to have 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. I'm just making sure my camera cuts off after 40 minutes. Well, obviously I've been filming over 40 minutes, but a lot of it will be speeded up. But just before I went away, it was switching off and not switching back on again. And this one. And we'll have this on here. Sorry if I'm out of range. Whoops. Put that straight again. Okay, so I'm not sure what I want to do with this. I do want to put some other bits and pieces. I might put some I might put a cluster, but I think it'll be poinsettia or holly. I've got some die cuts that I'll do. But anyway, so this is what we've done so far. So these ones I did as prototypes, and this will go over. So this is your page. Your journal page. This one will go over that way, and it will get glued down there and there, and then you've got a pocket there and a pocket there, and the same with that. Or I could do it, you know, just glue it there and have a tuck spot with a pocket. So that's that one. This one I may, because this is how I do like to do my envelopes. I know the reindeer's on the side, but it doesn't matter. And put that on there, and obviously this will be coffee dyed or something, and then have that where, you know, you're able to put a journal card in and whatever on there. These, I quite like these as they are. I think these might go in pockets because I've got lots of pockets. However, they do look nice on, and that would look nice. That is lovely, that. And, you know, even on there, because that sort of like sits on the page like that. And if you glue it down there, you can have a tuck spot. You know, you can sort of like glue it here and have a tuck spot. And the same with this. You know, that would be, we'll just make it one page. And that looks quite nice there. It just gives a nice little bit of focus. And then when you turn your page, you've got that, and you've got your pockets there. Or you can just use them as an envelope, and you can put them in that way, or just pop them in a pocket. It's entirely up to you. But I hope you get something out of this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try it. And I do appreciate all my subscribers and anybody that's new to my channel. So thank you for joining me. See you in the next one. Bye.